Fair folk. Exterior forest night. Hugh and Eli appear in a small clearing, the two of them surrounded by a glowing circle of pebbles. One moon hangs in the sky above them, and there's a dirt path not far away. Hugh kicks at the pebbles, breaking the circle. The glowing stops, and Eli immediately smacks Hugh upside the head.
You reckless idiot! Displaying loyalty to me in front of your king? What were you thinking? Flower could have killed you.
But he didn't. Was I supposed to just let fire take away what little time we have together?
Hugh.
Hugh stops, following Eli's gaze to a shade manifesting. Ghost-like and ephemeral, the shade flickers into being. It looks like a large stag with antlers made of fire. It's the same distance from Eli and Hugh that Stagg had been in the land of the Fae. This is Stagg's shade. Hugh starts toward it, but Eli stops him with a hand. The stag shade backs up, nervous. Eli lunges, catching a flaming antler. He rolls over the shade's back, pulling it toward the ground. The shade thrashes, nearly dislodging Eli, but Eli jerks hard, driving the shade into the soil. Its form breaks as it hits, bursting into a cloud of fire. The flames roil.
Shh. Rest now.
Eli digs his fingers into the flames, as if into clay. Straining, Eli drags the fire down into the dirt. The ground sparks, rippling gold and red as the flames sink in. Several low bushes nearby burst with sudden orange blossoms. Eli bows his head. Hugh puts a hand on Eli's shoulder. After a moment, Eli covers it with his own.
Fire's never killed someone on the first night of the renewal before.
She has. It was before your time.
Eli stands, shrugging out of Hugh's touch.
It's not our place to question.
Hugh swallows the bit of rejection, forces a small laugh.
The way Flower's been acting, I'm surprised Fire killed someone first. Flower was twitchy, even for him. What are you doing?
Eli, who had been about to head out, sits back down.
You're right. We ought to stay. Catch any more shades they cast.
Do you really want to spend our first night together in 50 years, sitting in a field?
You said it yourself. There's a good chance Fire will kill someone tonight. We should be here in case he does, to catch the fairy's shade before it can find a human and cause trouble.
Or we could check out the local humans. Set up the lives we'll be living for the next year. That's work too. And if a shade does come through, we'll be no worse off than usual. We don't have to catch them the instant they come through.
Eli shifts, tempted, and finally takes Hugh's offered hand, much to Hugh's delight. They start off down the path.
The humans nearby are part of a university, right? Not as much variety as a village, but... Oh, think you could play a student?
Eli snorts, amused.
Youths always have too much slang, impossible to blend in. Now a professor? It's been an age since I got to teach music.
You'll make the very trees sing.
Eli blushes, pleased despite himself.
Oh, hush you.
They disappear down the path, but we stay on the scene. We watch as, unbeknownst to Hugh and Eli, a second shade flickers into being. It's a spectral snake, thin and about a foot long. It has green and violet stripes, exactly like the fairy snake did in the previous scene. This is Snake's shade, and will be called Snake Shade. Snake Shade shakes itself experimentally, sparking with violet light. It raises its head, tongue flicking out to scent the air. After a few flicks of its tongue, it darts off, heading in the opposite direction of Hugh and Eli.